Tracy Lewis from Stuff and Things. My new catalog order finally arrived today, and I can't wait to share with you all the fun goodies that I got. I'm in a different spot because this box is so big. I wanted to have my camera up higher. So hopefully this will work. Hubby's moving around a little bit, so there might be a little shaking. Alright, so I wanted to explain a little bit about my order strategy. When I first became a demonstrator, I watched a bunch of videos from other demonstrators and the different kinds of videos people make, and I was interested in this one person, who I can't remember who it is, who mentioned that she only orders once per quarter. And, you know, I'm traveling around, so it's often that I can't order all the time because of my travel schedule. I'm just not in one place long enough in order to order things. So my last order that I made was in April. We stayed for a month. That was our last month, and I made one order. And no, not in March. So ordered in January, and then I did order. We arrived here the end of May, and then I placed an order for the discount sale. So I didn't order in April. Even though we were in one place long enough, I had already done my quota. And so I was saving up to be able to order, in addition to the fun new products, I needed to order all of the new colors. And in this case, we just have the 5-in colors. So a portion of my budget was set aside for supplies and setting up like right here. I see my spots. I had to buy spots because I use re-inkers with the spots, as well as some cardstock, and I did do some resupply of things. So I try to not have that come out of my what I consider my design budget, which is what I use to create the videos and my blog articles. And of course, most of my cards get used by me. I do a lot of sending of cards since I'm not able to spend time with family and friends as I'd like, because I'm on the road. So this is my big order for the year, and then I will supplement the next 2 quarters. The fall quarter will be for Christmas, and then the winter quarter will just be fleshing out some things for the January time frame. So that means I place 4 orders a year, and then during the sales, like in the case of the retiring discounts, you saw my video on that, and I ordered just a few items, more tools, a couple of personal things to add to my permanent collection, because I do have items that I want to keep, and I had the stamp sets and not the dies, as well as my planner refills, because they no longer have a planner in their catalog this year. Okay, so pretty much this is going to be big, and I'm not sure if I will open all of these now. One of the interesting things here is that this is the new die supplier. I can see right off the bat that the case is different. I want to open at least one of these, if not all of them, for you to see. I tried to get items that satisfied some of the different styles of card making that I want to do this year that I haven't done a lot of, and the materials that were lost in our accident. I maybe had other brands of things in the past, and then those are gone now, so these will be replacing those items. So this order really fulfilled a whole bunch of different things. Alright, so here's what the new dies look like, and they're reportedly, this stickum is not as sticky, and it is way easier to take these off, which is great. Here are the cases. They're a little bit different than the Sizzix cases. I tend to put, this is actually a set, Tasteful Textures. Let's see what it says. This is Tasteful Backgrounds, and it is the die set that goes with Tasteful Textures, which is one of the bundles that I bought. These dies will be going in the case with magnet sheet. So I'll take this apart, and this case will be stored for possible later use. Right now I have enough cases for all of my cardstock, but I might find a different use for these. Alright, so just going to start opening some of these and see what we have. I bought quite a few bundles. Along with the notion of buying a big order, and this is good for a demonstrator or a customer, if you set up a schedule, rather than buying once every month, it would be better for you to buy and do a host level sale starting at the $150 mark. There's a little bit bigger discount, or more free products I should say rather, at the $300 mark, and then at the $450 mark you get an even the biggest discount, or biggest reward, as well as a 50% off item. Oh, so this is the die cut letters that go with the Pros bundle. I don't have my list handy for its full name, but we will find the stamp set here very soon, I'm sure. So one of the things that I really like is metal, and I want to do more distressed, aged projects this year. So this particular set, I had just talked the last time Libby and I were crafting together and told her that I would love to have some metal brads. And these are a little more ornate than I had in mind, but they are definitely the three metals that I like. They're aged, and they should go really well with my distressing projects that I want to do. And the name of these are Designer Elements. I am actually going to get my shipping, see my shipping or packing slip is 3 pages long. The heirloom bundle, woven heirlooms, is one of the 2 sets that I bought to be able to do the aging and distressing. Here actually is the, as well as Tasteful Textures with this cool Baroque design and the lines, as well as the dies that you saw. And so that's one of my themes this year, is replacing my, oh, am I not putting these in a good spot? Replacing some of the products that I had in the past. That a lot of those products, which is really sad, is they're not even products you can buy anymore. So I am looking forward, looking ahead. These are the, I believe they're stitched shapes, and they're going backwards. I have to, there you go, the stitch nested. Now these aren't stitched. I believe these are dots, and they look very cool. If you're wondering why I keep putting this out of your view, it's because you're way above me. I wanted to make sure I had a lot of height when I opened the box. Right. There it is. Keep things straight. Alright, so I did buy, I've never bought a suite before, and one of the themes of products that I wanted to get, in addition to the aged, distressed, kind of shabby chic style of card, is making nautical theme cards. I had a lot of nautical products before, and so this is the part of the suite with the dies, and I like all of the different elements. And again, these are stitched, not dotted. There's a banner and another label. This is the stamp set, Sailing Home. So in here I will put my dies on one side. I bought, as a paper pumpkin alternative video maker and giving cards to customers and my paper pumpkin customers as a thank you, I bought this set. I think it's perfect and I can't wait to use it. And there's even other, the I Heart, you're invited. There's the subscribe by the 10th, that's awesome. So I can't wait to use that. Alright, I had to fix my box. It was too annoying having the flaps sticking up. So I am back. This set, now this is a unique die set that I will, if you haven't seen in the catalog, it's the Heirlooms dies that make like frame shapes in oval and rectangle. There's the oval, and there's the rectangle. Partnering with this is an embossing folder set that we will find buried in here somewhere that adds to the frame some nice filigree design. This is very vanilla and Night of Navy, I believe, twine. Yep. Oh, Sahara Sand. Night of Navy, Sahara Sand, Baker's Twine that goes with the Sailing Home suite. The suite actually, just to separate the difference between a bundle and a suite, the bundle is the Stampin' Die set or Stampin' Punch, where the suite actually gives you all of the accessories and the paper, if there is any. It gives you everything. So if you know you want it all, you can just order it in one number instead of having like to memorize or to type out a list of 8 different item numbers. This is a carryover product. I have literally used up all but like 2 of the lime green, so I bought another. So this is what, when I restock for the same stuff I had before, because I'm out of it, I don't usually count that as part of my kind of the new design stuff. I Say Hello is a stamp set that I bought. It has these corner elements that should be fun to make with using the Stamparatus. So that's what I bought this one for, and I like the sentiments. This is a host set. I think I got all but one of the host sets. Here is A Wish for Everything is loaded with sentiments. I am completely low on sentiments. I have itty bitty greetings and whatever sentiments came with the sets that are carrying over, and that's pretty much it. So I can't wait to get these all narrowed down and in my index for use making cards. It was one of the first things that I put on my must-get list. Okay, this one I got purely because I like it. It was on my list as a personal item. I love the look of the different depth. It's a distinctive stamp set, so you get the lights and the darks with one inking, which I really like, and I love the font and the sentiments. This is the Woven Heirlooms ribbon that you can cut the threads and then have the tassels be furry tassels instead of kind of contained tidy tassels. What is this? Stitched lace. So this is a die. I had something similar to this from a different brand from years past. So when I saw that I was going to once again be able to make lacy looking paper, I was very pleased. And I've seen lots of cool examples of what it makes on Pinterest. So the nice thing is you have the full sheet die, and then this cuts out the pieces so you can make the strips with the nice edging any size you need. I think that's a very useful, clever die, the way they did that. Alright, so this is another one like the flower set. I always allow myself to get a couple of things that not only will satisfy kind of my design goals, but also personal goals. Like this is a personal set that I bought just because I liked it. Last year's big personal goal, which was funny, is it's stitched all around, was the bundle that I bought. And I ended up using that a ton. That just was a workhorse. And I can't believe how much I did with it beyond just my own personal things. This isn't one that I just really love. I like the filigree labels. There's a brand of dies that I had collected that are no longer in my possession. So that was the Spellbinders dies, and like these remind me of them and also have a new look to them. I love the leaf and the sprig there, as well as that leaf, and can't wait to use this. So this is my other personal, for my own purposes, set. This is a host set. I just love the different elements. I love coloring, and the fonts and the sentiments are going to be very good. And this one was kind of a late addition that I added it as I was doing my data entry for my sentiment search tool, and I looked at those images and thought that that was going to be very useful and make some really good designs. So I added it. This is from last year. It's a carryover from the Occasions catalog. I already bought the dies and then have seen really cool things done with the circles, the splatter, and this floral element. So I do like the font and the sentiments, and I finally got it added to my list. I wish I would have got it actually in January. I did buy, somewhere in here floating around, 6 new colors of the blends. I will always own all of the blends, as I am an avid alcohol marker coloring person. I bought the spritzers. This was, again, more utility items. These are for my budget. Getting all the blends is part of the non-design budget, as well as the more spritzers because I need them. I bought the birch background. I really like this. I've seen lots of neat examples. I can see it done really, I've seen it done vertically and horizontally. A birch tree happens to be my husband's favorite tree. These are the elements for bird ballad trinkets. The bird ballad is one of the bundles that I bought. Here's one of the re-inkers for the new, this is Pretty Peacock, for the new re-inkers. This one, Rococo Rose also. Alright, so very Versailles. Definitely for my shabby chic theme that I want to play with this year. Very excited to see this. Can't wait to play with it. I haven't seen a lot on Pinterest for this. Here is the set of embossing folders that make the frames and add dimension to them. If I open it now, I'm not sure if you can see the detail. Let's see. Yep, so there you go. It will take you die cut first, and then you place the die cut oval and then run this through. I imagine that it will work best to maybe washi tape your die cut piece to keep it straight. I could see that any shifting is gonna make it a not acceptable result. So that'll be fun to play with. I would call that a more advanced tool. Word wishes. This one goes with a wish for everything. The other sentiments. The sentiments came with the stamped sentiments and then a set of die cut words. And this is one of the very complete items that I'm really liking what Stampin' Up! Is coming up with. I mean, look at all those words. I can't tell you what they all say, but there's St. Patrick's. And then there's Father, Mother, Easter, Day. So there's just all sorts of words to add to this. Alright. Clear faceted gems. The adhesive backed kind of neutral colored sequins I thought would be nice. They have the Aurora Borealis is what I call it, or AB colored sequins, but I find that those are a little bit on the bright side, so I got these knowing that they would be a more muted colors. Alright, love this. I think this is awesome. My husband writes, so the little writing fairy is very cute, and so I see me doing some coloring on this one. This is one of the host sets. Here is Freeze a Bird. This set is all over the place on Pinterest. It was one of the pre-order items for folks, and so there's lots out there. And I have exactly one bird stamp. It is from Botanical Bliss, and it is a silhouette bird, and it is quite small. So I am very thrilled to actually have some bird stamps again. Alright, so I travel all the time. I send people items, and I love in fact my website is Stuff and Things, and it uses boxes as the design. Now I know I could have gone with floral or something fancy, but the website has been that way. I've had it with the theme of the box for many years, and I love these boxes. I love that box and the present and all of the sentiments. It'll be a lot of fun. Alright, so to go with the lace, the full lace die, is this stamp set. And I'm really excited to see what I can do with this for coloring. It's very dainty, and it'll be a lot of fun to work with. More non-design items, just stock inventory. I'm getting really low on my clear rhinestones, so I got more. Now we've got some DSP. I didn't go heavy with the DSP. With the suite, this is the Sailing Home Suite DSP. And I bought both of the Noble Peacock, the pattern foil, and this is green, blue, and purple flat foil. And that for now, but I did get, as part of the suite, the Memories and More card pack. I've only bought one of these card packs, and I bought it in January, and I was really impressed with how much you get in it and the different designs and how thick the cardstock is. Here's another, gotta have it, always need envelopes. I go through envelopes a lot. And these are my catalogs. Gotta have catalogs. More blends. This is the Seaside Spray. Alright. These are the 5 new in colors in the markers. Praiseworthy Prose. This is what those big letters came with for the stamp set. They are definitions of words, and I love all of the words, and it'll be fun to be creative. I haven't done any of this type of card for a while, so that will be fun to play with. This is the woven heirlooms that goes with the frame, oval, and rectangle, and this font reminds me of like the Declaration of Independence type of font. I haven't actually seen that font. It's something new, and I can't wait to play with it. It was one of my design themes. This came with this Sailing Home Suite. It is a, I guess that would be waves, embossing folder, waves kind of at an angle. And the bricks. Lettering. I have wanted a scripty embossing folder replaced. I had one before that I really liked, and so same with the bricks. I had a really good small brick embossing folder, so I'm really pleased that I could replace these two. The ones that I owned were 4 by 5.5, 4 1/4 by 5.5 wide, so I like that they're 6 by 6. That gives me a little more room to maneuver. Terracotta tile, one more blend. This is a silicone mat that you can use to do mirror images of stamps as well as some other things. Did I say silicone? Silicone craft sheet. So that has been on my to get list for a while as a tool. This is a tool. I can't wait to have this. I have always wanted and felt that with the Stamparatus, the foam is just black. In fact, I use it all the time to do my stamping. And now I will be able to have this one be in my Stamparatus permanently, and it will line up with the grid that's on the cover plates. So measuring will be made much easier. I bought one paper pack. I bought the Designer Series Brights, and I will be getting more later this summer, but I wanted to get at least one pack, as well as the 5 in colors. And look at that, my box is empty. And now, of course, I want to immediately get going on creating. However, we returned, and for the last 8 days, we have been working on a rehab of one of our units. This is our second full rehab. We've had the rentals for a while, and I unfortunately am not going to have free time to actually use these products for at least the rest of the week as I work hard to get set up for another year of earning some income that keeps us on the road. Hopefully you enjoyed this walkthrough of my products that I bought, and I look forward to sharing lots of videos with you this summer. Thanks for watching.